In this example, I'm going to show you how to get the ESM tools up and running. So how to download the 3 tools and how to get your first model set up and compiled for you. That's going to be a quick thing. There are 3 ways basically to obtain the ESM tools, and I'm going to show all of them to you. So you can choose the one that you like best. So the first thing I'm going to do is to download the installer and use the installer first. So I'm going and can say git clone and then the address of the installer, which is at dkz.de/esm-tools/esm-tools.git. And because I have set up my account nicely, I don't have to even put in my user account and password anymore. So you see here, I have a new folder now called ESM Tools. And if I go in there, there's the installer that I can use. So now it's telling me what's going to do. So I'm supposed to give in my dkz GitLab username, which is 8270058. And there we go. And this asks for the password actually. Okay, this is the master, this is the environment, and this is the run scripts package. And let's see. So now we have a subfolder ESM master. And then we have ESM environment, run scripts, and user manual. We have also the stuff that belongs to the GUI, ESM GUI images. And the rest of the files belongs to the ESM master tool. So if I check on which branch I am for the master tool, I see that I'm on release, which is the default branch for all of our tools, which means that we know quite well that these branches work on the machines that we currently support. There's another big branch called develop that is used to collect everything that is developed between releases. That is not so easy to keep that stable. That's why we split it into release and develop. Okay, so first of all, I want to show you the environment tool, which is the smallest and easiest one of those. Let's go there. And you see here that there's basically one file for each of the machines that we support, and that is a configuration file that loads up a certain environment for you. This is not an optimal environment for your model. This is just a standard setting that we know works nicely with most of the models that we're currently using. For example, I want to show you the Ollie one. And so on, you see here that first of all, I remove all modules that might have been loaded up before, and then go and start loading and swapping models, setting up some environment variables, all these things that you would normally do in, I don't know, in a configure file maybe. So these are all in one place now. Right, and the same for all the other ones. There's one little shell called ESM-env.shell, which loads up the right one. So that figures out if you're on Ollie or on Mistral right now, and then loads the one that you need. Okay, and there's honestly not much more to this ESM environment. So ESM run scripts, we leave that for the time being. Also ESM user manual, you should have a look in there. So let me quickly show you the second and third method of how to get access to the ESM tools if you don't want to use the installer, which, by the way, I think is the nicest and easiest way of getting all the tools delivered to you. You can go and do this basically by hand also. So what I have here is I removed whatever we downloaded before. So I can go make a ESM tools folder by hand. Actually, I prefer not to do that because why? So first of all, what I need to do is this time I need to clone the ESM master tool. Not ESM-Tools, but ESM master. That works too. gitlab.dkRZ.de/ESM-Tools/ESM-master.git. So that gets me directly to the first tool and not to the installer. There we go. It wants my username. There it is. So again, this is something that you have seen before. So if I now want to continue, I need to configure the master tool first. That is something that we have not done yet when we install this using the installer. So to do this, I type make, and then it's going to ask me a couple of things that I can answer. I can also go and just use the default suggestions here. I can do this by just hitting enter. It's always asking if that is correct. And you see that most of the things are guessed correctly. So just in case you're going to need SW repo, then you need to type something really. Okay, so then it gives me a list of stuff that can be installed. And the easiest thing is go and just say get ESM-Tools, and that installs all the rest for me. You see environment first, then run scripts, and I think it's also going to get us the user manual. Let's wait a second. Okay, there we go. There's the user manual, and you also get the ESM workshop directly, which is good because that is what contains all the information about the workshop you're sitting in. So if I type ls, you see that there's all the stuff that we need. So that's pretty much as easy as using the installer. The last way of getting all these things I'm also going to show. So I just can go and remove everything that starts with ESM. No, I can't. Environment, ESM run scripts, user menu, and the workshop. So, and then I can go and install these things by hand if I want to, or if I don't want to use all of them. Get ESM environment, then get the run scripts, and so on. You're getting the point. So why is this more cumbersome way also important? Because maybe you only want to use the master and the environment tool, or you only want to use the run scripts, or you just want to get to the user manual. So that is how you would do that. Great. So you have the ESM tools now ready to be used on your system, and we can go and pick a model and compile it.